day everyone, Connor Sanamon speaking, Bio 11-2 student at John Caldwell School. This is my final project for the semester. In this short film I'm going to talk about biomolecules. I'm going to talk about what each biomolecule is composed of, as well as a basic rundown of what roles they play in the human body, as well as most other organisms. Bionutrients are essential for the survival of most organisms. There are 6 different categories of biomolecular nutrients that mainly include carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, nucleic acids, vitamins, and minerals. Starting with carbohydrates. Carbohydrates, or carbs for short, is the main energy source for every cell in your body. Approximately 60% of your body's caloric intake on a daily basis is from carbohydrates. Carbs floating in the bloodstream can either be used immediately or stored in the muscles in a form known as glycogen for later use. Carbohydrates can be simple or complex molecules that are made up of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. Let's talk about the different categories of carbohydrates. There are 2 main types of carbohydrates used by the body that are known as monosaccharides and disaccharides. They both kind of fit in the same category, and polysaccharides, which are more complex. Monosaccharides and disaccharides are typically known as sugars. They can be found naturally in fruits and can also be added to food such as candy and other sweets. Polysaccharides are typically known as starches, and they are the types of carbs found in anything that contains certain crops like grain, corn, and potatoes. Fiber is actually another polysaccharide that's not typically digested, so a diet high in fiber can actually be pretty filling. That being said though, there's nothing wrong with a diet high in fiber, and it's very likely to prevent stomach or intestinal problems like constipation. The next category of bionutrients is lipids. Lipids are typically known as fats, and the body uses these to store energy. A fat molecule is divided in 2 parts, a glycerol backbone and 3 fatty acid tails. These contain carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, just like carbohydrates. In comparison to a sugar molecule, though, a lipid is very large, and because of this, lipids are more energy dense. There are 2 different types of fats used by the body. There are saturated and unsaturated fats. Saturated fats have the most amount of hydrogen atoms bonded to the molecules possible, where unsaturated fat have carbon atoms held together by double bonds. Approximately 30% of your body's caloric intake is from fat. Trans fat is a form of saturated fat that was used to replace regular saturated fat in the past, but it is rarely used, and some countries have even banned it because of its heart and health complications. The next category is proteins. Proteins are polymers of amino acids that have a wide variety of roles in the body. Protein molecules contain carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. Proteins supply raw materials for growth and repair of structures such as skin and muscle. The body is only able to synthesize 12 of the 20 amino acids used to make proteins. The other 8 are called essential amino acids, and you have to get these from some sort of source. The 8 essential amino acids are methionine, tryptophan, phenylalanine, leucine, threonine, valine, isoleucine, and lysine. The next is nucleic acids. Nucleic acids are not really nutrients and more just naturally occurring chemical compounds that serve as the primary information carrying molecules in cells and make up the genetic material. A nucleic acid molecule is made of 3 different parts: a phosphate group, a 5-carbon sugar, and a nitrogenous base. There are 2 different types of nucleic acids: RNA, or ribonucleic acid, and DNA, or deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA is responsible for genetic coding, while RNA acts like a messenger between DNA and ribosomes to make proteins. Vitamins. Vitamins are organic molecules that help regulate bodily processes, often working with enzymes. There are two types of vitamins, fat-soluble and water-soluble. Fat-soluble vitamins include vitamins A, D, E, and K. Vitamin, uh, water-soluble vitamins include vitamins in the B complex group as well as vitamin C. Examples of roles they play: vitamin A helps form and maintain teeth, bones, mucous membranes, and skin. Vitamin B6 helps form red blood cells, and vitamin K can help with blood clotting if your skin gets cut. This is a molecular diagram of vitamin B2. Last on the list is minerals. Unlike vitamins, minerals are inorganic compounds, but they support a wide variety of bodily functions, just like vitamins. Minerals include calcium, magnesium, iron, potassium, zinc, sodium, phosphorus, etc. There are 21 different minerals your body actively uses. Examples of roles they play: potassium regulates materials flowing in and out of cells. Magnesium can help maintain muscle function and a healthy immune system. And sodium can help with regulating bodily fluid levels. To summarize, it is important that these molecules are present in all living things, and even more important to get the right amount. Otherwise, you could have some problems. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.